Six, alam mo na kapag naririnig mo to, nasa kabilang banda kami nang hinahanap mo, pamparam.
Good morning, everyone. Is this the room of grade 6 Chronium? Okay, I'm in the right classroom. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Teacher Jane Lyka Denampo because your teacher Miss Harlene Sabas is on a meeting in Tagaytay. So, for today, I'm gonna be your substitute teacher for a long days ahead. So now, let me have your presence on this topic for today. I hope you will cooperate, listen, and understand very well for our discussion. Okay, let's start our discussion. So, good morning again, students. Good morning, grade 6 Chronium. To start our discussion, let's go through first to a brain check. Okay, I have here number 1. What word is being formed on number 1? Okay, very good. Think wisely. Number 2. Okay, student, use your comprehension. Number 3. Make familiarize with the words. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And number 7. So students, are you familiar with the scrambled words in this presentation? So let me have your brain check. Your answers are still correct, but others are also wrong. So let's answer what is the word is being formed in that number. So let's start on number 1. It is pattern. Very good. Number 2. Okay, unity. Number 3, proportion. And number 4 is rhythm. And number 5 is emphasis. Okay, your answers are quite good. Number 6, contrast. Number 7, lastly, is balance, student. So are you familiar with the answered words in the presentation? So I think you have a little bit clue about our topic for today. To formally start, our topic is all about cube stands for contrast, unity, balance, and emphasis. While VAMP stands for variety, movement, and pattern. So these are all parts of what we call principles of art. So what is principles of art, student? Principles of art is visual design elements and principles describe fundamental ideas about the practice of visual design. So here are some critics or rubrics on how to draw a certain drawing to enable to make a good practice and enough idea. Next, arts principle, contrast, balance, unity and variety, movement or rhythm, pattern, proportion, and emphasis. So let's go through movement. In a piece of art denotes a type of repetition used to either demonstrate movement or expanse. So when we say movement, it is a repetition of action. So there is a certain movement happening on a certain area of place. Next is, and we can see on the picture is a cheetah. A cheetah can run fastly. Next is an illustration, 3D. Next is the waves of the sea. Next, let's go through contrast. What is contrast? It is defined as a difference in colors to create a piece of visual art. So when we say contrast, it is the deepness and thickness of the color being exposed to the drawing. Examples are black and white, night or day, and different kind of color combination. Next is unity or variety. Unity and variety conveys a sense of completeness, pleasure when viewing the art, and cohesiveness to the art. and how the patterns work together brings unity to the picture or object. When we say uniform kinds of drawing, uniform patterns, and uniform thickness and ideas we can see on the art. Next is here are some examples of variety. We can see a different kinds of group. Next we have balance. Balance is a piece of art refers to the distribution of weight or the apparent weight of the piece. When we say balance, it is equal dissemination of color, thickness, and how can you illustrate the certain art when can be seen to the naked eye. It's very beautiful and very attractive. Um, Here are three kinds of balance. We have symmetrical, there's equal weights, asymmetrical, equal visual weights, while radial is the equal part. So that is the three kinds of balance. Next, let's go through emphasis. Emphasis, it can be a color, unity, balance, or any other principle or element used to create a focal point. When we say emphasis, we are having a specific picture or illustration so that we can see that he or she or that picture is different from others. According to this picture, a green and red tomatoes, and then black and white chest, a red and white dots. Next, let's go to proportion. Proportion is a relationship between items in a painting. So not only humans have relationship, also in art, we have the balance, we have also the different distribution of the items in the painting that we can see as beautiful and mostly attractive. Let's go to the pattern. Pattern is the way something is organized and repeated in its shape or form. So when we say pattern, they are organized, very uniform, and we know what is next because it is a pattern. We have the flow, a certain design, and certain ideas. We are done discussing what are the different parts, different kinds, and definitions of principles of art. So before we go through the activity time, I want to share you a video about art principles of arts to widen your knowledge and to connect more about what is the principles of art. So let me show you the video. Just listen and understand very well because later we will gonna have a assessment test. Okay, take your time to students. Information that you have watched, the information that you have listened to the speaker. Um, it is same to me that I discussed the principles of arts. In short, you can memorize is at cube as cube. Cube means cube means contrast, unity, balance, and emphasis. While vamp means variety, movement, and patterns. That is the seven principles of arts. Okay, just remember, students. So I think you don't have any questions to ask to me. I think it's time to check your knowledge about what we have discussed earlier. So let's go to the activity time. Okay, activity matching type. Directions. Match the picture in column A to the principles of arts in column B. Write only the letter in the blank provided. So students, you have 5 minutes to answer this matching type test. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, students, you're all done. Please raise your hand because you did a great job. You all perfect the test. You all perfect the 10 item test, 7 item test. Baan, Bob. So now let's go to the analysis. We have there a question. What are the principles of arts you have learned, student? Okay, very good. Nice, good job. Okay, we have learned about contrast, unity, balance, and emphasis. We have variety, movement, and patterns. That is the 7 principles of arts we have learned today. Next, abstraction. First question, what is principles of arts? Principle of art is the most important to design the art making because it gives idea or rubrics or how to create that certain art. Next, what are the 3 types of balance? Okay, very good students. We have symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. Last, what are the 7 principles of arts? Okay, very good. Cube, unity, balance, and emphasis. Variety, movement, and patterns. It's application time, students. Find a partner and prepare one sheet of bond paper and pencil and collaborate your ideas together with your partner to make an artwork that incorporate with the principles of arts. So, okay, very good. You have noted that. Lastly, we have the assessment. It's a multiple item choice. We have a 10 over 10 item choice. Okay, read it carefully, students, because you should do what is being told. So, assignment. Make a drawing that incorporate with principles of arts. Okay, pass it tomorrow morning. Here are the rubrics. Creativity, 25%, content, 50%, neatness, 25%, a total of 100%. Okay, I hope you learned a lot, students, for our discussion for today. Thank you, see you tomorrow, and God bless.